let's talk about Odd Noodle Odyssey. First and foremost, what is it? The end. What is Odd Noodle Odyssey?
Right. So obviously there's just, the world is just crazy overall. And I was on Facebook, unfortunately, one day, and there's all these discussions about kids going back to school, and the teachers were, talking about, they're not sure if they feel safe. And I was like, man, I thought it's a really shitty situation for any parent to have to make the decision of, do I put my kid in school and who knows what's going to happen health-wise just so I can go to work, and put food on the table? Or do I risk not being able to put food on the table, but know that I keep my kids safe at home? Like that, like nobody should have to make that kind of decision. Mm-hmm. And it's great that I could say, hey, I have these $1,000 programs that if you join, I promise you, I'll walk you through and guide it. But that's not fair, because a lot of people, don't have the money. But for me, it wasn't a money thing. It was, I realized a lot of people just don't even know that an online business is for them, or even know that's an opportunity that they can pursue. Mm-hmm. And then a lot of people also don't know if it's something that they can do, or if it's for them and everything. And so we sat down and we said, okay, what can we do to show people this is the aspects of an online business. This is everything that goes into it. This is how it's formed. This is all this, like, walk people through the big picture. So at least at the end of it, they can have this understanding. Oh, okay, now I understand how people are making money online. If I want to do it, these are the next steps that I need to do. So the Odd Noodle Odyssey is going to be a massive 10-day thing where I'm just overloading people each day with videos and just guidance of not only our businesses, but a lot of the other people that we've helped, and just showing them, hey, building an online business is possible for anybody. Mm-hmm. Let me show you that it's possible for you. Because there are some people that might go, oh, well, making money online is a scam. Or if I want to make money online, I got to join some multi-level marketing type thing. They just don't understand that their life experience has provided them with something that is teachable. And that teachable thing can be provided to other people who are willing to pay for it. And that can be the beginning of them having that freedom where they don't have to make those choices in life that they shouldn't have to make in the first place.
Yeah, because these are ridiculous choices that we are having to make. I mean, parents, non-parents, everybody. And so I think that a lot of people will really benefit from having that perspective, because I think you're right in that I think people, if they know about online business, a lot of people kind of think of it as like a certain person, a certain right. type of person can do this and be successful at it. Or like you said, kind of like earlier on when we were just thinking about blogging, right? It's kind of like tunnel vision about maybe exactly. this one type of online business like MLM or these annoying ass trading people or like whatever, not realizing that, well, there are more opportunities for you to use what your experience, your knowledge, and find a way to monetize that. So I think that's going to be really helpful for a lot of people. Are there any particular like things specifically that you want people to learn from going through the Odd Noodle Odyssey experience?
One of the beautiful things about starting an online business is that almost everybody starts in the same spot, and it's pretty much an equal playing field in the sense that you're not trying to appeal to everybody. You're trying to appeal to this one person who likes you, this one person who happens to be just like you. And because that's the only person you're focusing on, you're not worried about other people who might be like, oh, you're a woman. I don't, blah, blah, blah. Like, you don't have to pay attention to that person. You don't have to pay attention to the person says, oh, you're black. Like, oh, this is how old you are. Or, this is you. Like, you don't have to pay attention to those people, because you get the opportunity to say, okay, this is the exact person that I want to work with. These are the people that I want to attract. And that's who I want to build not only my business around, but my lifestyle around. Mm-hmm. And because you get to focus on those people, I think there's a lot of enjoyment that people are missing in life. And when you begin to interact with these people and you begin to help these people, just the fulfillment that you just have all of a sudden, and you're like, damn, like I feel good about myself because I'm helping people and I can see that I'm helping people and that makes me feel better. And because I feel better, now I want to help more people.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people, you don't get that at the 9 to 5, or a lot of people I know, they go through life and it's like, oh, man, I feel like I'm meant. It's cheesy to say, but like, I feel like I'm meant for more. And it's not that you're meant for more, meaning that you're supposed to create something great. Like that's how I used to think, like I'm meant for more, which means I need to create something great. No, I'm realizing I'm meant for more, meaning I'm just meant to help people. And everybody, when you sit down and you work on your business, that's all your business is meant to do, is just serve people in the best way possible.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about creating the greatest product or doing that. Yeah, that's the things you want to strive for over time. But at the end of the day, your business is going to come down to how great can you serve the people that are looking for help from you. And once you can do that, I mean, it's a complete game changer. You wake up happy because you're excited to actually work on something. You go to bed feeling good about yourself, and it's just different. Like I went to your YouTube channel and I'm seeing all these comments you're getting, and I'm like, damn, I was feeling good for you, right? Like I'm like, man, she's getting all this interaction and everything. And I showed Mary Beth, and Mary Beth is like, wait, she has this many subscribers, but this many comments, like damn, people must love her and everything. I was like, and it just, I mean, I don't know if you feel good about it, but I was feeling good for you and everything.
It feels really good because like it was a weird transition. Like I had a YouTube channel and then I switched it to a podcast, and now I'm back to like kind of repurposing things on YouTube. But that interaction is great because, like, a quick synopsis of me, I'm a pharmacist, right? I never practiced as a pharmacist. I wanted to work in public health. So I did that, like took this whole long road to get in my dream job at the CDC. And then I was like, actually, I don't want to do this anymore.
Right.
So like took a whole nother turn and ended up starting my own business and this like blog, podcast, YouTube channel at the same time, which are two separate things. And so like in that process, I realized, you know, I'm really a multi-passionate person. And if I'm ever in a situation where I feel like I have to be confined to one box, that's very uncomfortable for me. So I want to make sure that my life is built in a way that I can kind of be in whatever spaces I want to be in and still profit from it, like still make money from it. And I realized that resonated with a lot of people, that I wasn't weird in feeling like that. And so that's why I think when people discover the channel, discover the podcast, they're like, oh my God, I thought I was alone. Like I thought it was just me.
Well, that's where the whole Odd Noodle name came from, because it was more like we were sitting there and I was thinking, man, we need an overall brand name that describes our tribe, like describes the people that we want to attract. And I was like, okay, these people, you know, people might call them strange, people call them weird. I was like, okay, let's go with odd. And then the noodle was like, what, like just your brain. And it was like, I was thinking about the people who tell other people, hey, you know, I'm going to start a blog or I'm going to start an online business. And, you know, their friends and family look at them like, the hell's wrong with you? Like you think weird, like don't, and they're like, oh, okay. Yeah. Cause you're the odd noodle. Like you're just, and that's fine. And like you said, once people see that the other people who are like that, then you just feel part of something and it just makes you feel better. And you're just like, oh, okay. You know, because the reality of it is I don't understand how anybody feels okay or comfortable just feeling confined, feeling like they don't have control of their life.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think, you know, going back to the Odyssey, I think that's what I want to convey to people is like, you have the opportunity to actually take control of your life and, you know, guide it in any way that you want to guide it.
And I take it that given like that philosophy and your thought process behind the Odyssey, that, you know, even people who might be happy in their 9 to 5s, but want to like add an additional income stream or thinking about online business, not in a way so that I can like escape my entire current reality and have a business online, but maybe I can add this into whatever my life currently looks like and create like other opportunities, other paths to do that. That would be appropriate for all of these people. Right.
Yeah. I'm going to smile at that one simply because what happens, and I say this 100% of the time, what happens is that they have the 9 to 5 and they're like, okay, you know, I love my 9 to 5. I'm great. They start this side business and they get to see that they decide what happens in that business. You know, there's no red tape or anything. And then all of a sudden that business starts building up and they start seeing, oh, wow, this business has an impact on people that, not saying that their 9 to 5 doesn't, but very few 9 to 5 jobs, you have the impact on people and you get to see that impact. Mm-hmm. Or people come back and tell you about the impact that you had on them. So they're working on the side thing and they start getting that feedback and it becomes, man, I could probably do so much more with this business if I leave this 9 to 5. Mm-hmm. So I'm happy with this 9 to 5, but okay, I gotta leave it. Like, because over time, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, there should be there. Yeah. For those people who think that they're going to stay with that 9 to 5 for the rest of their life and they do want some side money. Yes. But I would say the mentality can't be, I'm going to make side money. It has to be like, this is actually a business. This is actually something. Because if you want to make side money, go mow lawns, you know, do some paint street signs or something. Like, dude, that's side money. This is something that you'll understand that you're going to have not only a mental investment in, but over time, you're going to have an emotional investment in. And because of that, it's never going to feel like side money. Like when you make that first dollar, nobody thought, oh, this is great. I made first dollar side money. People are like, holy shit, I made $1. Like, this is, yes, like I made that, you know, and then I made that first 100 and it becomes something more personal. So it's a totally different mindset that it's hard to explain until you actually do it.
Yeah, no, definitely. Because even if you think salary wise, like when I made my first year of like, I don't know, 30, 40K just on my own,
right?
I was like, oh, see, this is, if you think like working at a job for 30 or 40K, okay, that's not that much. But when you make 30, 40K on your own, like for the first time, then it's like, oh, I did that shit. Like,
yeah, that's you.
This is different. This is not the same. I made this happen.
Right. Like you can see how every single penny was made.
Exactly.
And so you understand what happened. With the 9 to 5, you're like, okay, well, marketing, sales, to see, like everybody had a little impact and I got mine. But your own 30 is actually like your own 30. Like, damn, okay. Like nobody can take this away from me because this is my own creation. And I think that one of the greatest things of being a human is the act of creation, of just being able to create stuff. I want people to understand that no matter who you are, what you've been through in life, you're capable of anything. Now, I know there's voices in your head saying, well, I can't do this because this. I can't do this because of that. But the thing is, you have the exact same brain as Isaac Newton, Einstein, Harriet Tubman, you know, George Washington Carver. Like your brain is no different from those people. So when you see other people succeeding and you have to ask yourself, why can't I? And there should be no other response to that because there's no reason why you can't do stuff that everybody else is doing. And I know you might have had people in the past, you know, put you down and say, you know, you're not good enough to do this or you're not capable of doing that. And you might have tried some stuff and it just didn't work out. But there's absolutely zero reason why you can't succeed in this when you actually put your mind to it and you put your effort into it and you just push through. Like this is when I say this is for everybody, I literally mean this is for everybody. Like there's no criteria when we teach people that says, okay, you know, can you check all 5 of these boxes? And if you can't, then well, sorry, like you don't do it. It really just comes down to your own mindset. And if you're really willing to put in the work. Because again, like your mind is no different than anybody else's mind. So it's possible for you. You really have no excuse not to go for it.
I can co-sign that. And to that, this is for everybody point. Like, I think that's one of the other refreshing things about your Odd Noodle world is that it's a little bit of everybody in there. Like there are other communities, groups I'm a part of that are very homogenous and very like, it's the same person over and over and over again.
Right.
You can literally find anybody in the Odd Noodle community, literally anyone, race, sex, gender, location, like profession, interest. It's just such a nice collection of, I feel like it's such a nice representation of what the world is really like. And it's really refreshing to see that all of these people are trying to make that.
Well, I mean, the beauty of being a tall, ugly, bald black man is that people aren't going to join because of the way I look. They're going to join because of the content. So nobody's going to look at me and be like, oh, I have something in common with this guy. They're actually going to join because of actual content. And so, yeah, I think that's why we're able to bring such a diverse collective of people around. And thankfully, a lot of people that go through it, they're very happy to recommend us to other people. So I think that's where you start to get that diversity and, you know, different walks of life coming through and everything. So I love it. I love it.